welcome to the News on Map World Series section of Drishti IAS. I'm Aisha Singh, and in today's episode we will be covering topics which are important from General Studies Paper 1, that is Geography Map section. As we have covered the news which has happened in the last 1 week or 10 days. So let's begin, and I was just checking the comment section and most of you have answered the correct answer for the practice question. So before moving, let me just tell you that on the occasion of Republic Day, Drishti IAS has come up with a special discount of 20 to 50% off on all online pen drive and test series courses. So you can download the Drishti Learning app and can also go to the Drishti website to avail this discount offer, and do subscribe to the channel. So let's begin with the previous session question, and most of you has given the correct answer. So let me just see. Consider the following statements with this climatic region is found in continental areas between 50 degree to 65 degrees north latitude. There are long winters here and the average temperature even in summer usually does not exceed 10 degree Celsius. Then there is a lot of snowfall here in the winter season, due to which forests consisting of special types of coniferous trees have developed here to adapt. Now this climate is found in the regions of Siberia and Eastern Europe of Russia. Now what the question is asking, that the above description is most appropriate for which of the following climatic zones. So there are 4 climatic zones given, that is British type climate, tundra climate, Laurentian climate and taiga climate. So this statement, let us just take out the hints from this statement first. First of all, it is giving that the latitude is 50 degree to 65 degree. It has long winters. Even the summer temperature does not exceed 10 degrees Celsius. There are coniferous trees present and it is found in the regions of Siberia and Eastern Europe of Russia. So these are the hints. So let us just draw the climatic zones so that you will be able to very clearly recognize few of the things. So let us see this. So if this is 0 degree, 10 degree, 30 degree, 45 degrees, 60 degree and 90 degree. Okay, from 0 to 10 degree, we are very clear that it is equatorial climatic zone. So let me just write it for you that it is equatorial climatic zone. And then from 10 degree to 30 degree, if we will talk about, then it has desert. It has on the one side it has desert, then it has savanna, and then it has monsoon. Then if we will move from 30 degree to 45 degrees, then we will have Mediterranean steppes and China type. So this is Mediterranean steppes and then we have China type climate. And then if one is moving from 45 to 60 degrees, then we have British type, taiga and Laurentian. This is British type, this is taiga and this is Laurentian type climate. Taiga is also known as Siberian. And then from 60 to 90 degrees we have tundra. Okay, this is the climatic zone map. So let us look at the hint. So it is saying between 50 degree to 65 degrees. So see this 50 degree to 60 degrees. So it goes from, so it can be between British, taiga or Laurentian. So let's see the options. British, yes. Taiga, yes. Laurentian, yes. So tundra climate gets eliminated as it was between 60 to 90. Then we have that it has long winters and even the summers the temperature is not more than 10 degree Celsius, and it has coniferous trees, and this climate is found in the regions of Siberia and Eastern Europe of Russia. So if there is one name which I took, that was taiga, which is also known as Siberian type climate. So if anyone is aware about the climatic zones, then that person would know that taiga climatic zone is also known as Siberian climatic zone. So the name in itself makes the question extremely easy. So this was the catchy point which you needed to be very careful with. So the last line, it was very intentionally written that it is found in the regions of Siberia and Eastern Europe of Russia. And Siberia, we all know that it is a very cold region. That is why even the summers do not exceed 10 degrees Celsius and the winters is very long. That is for 8 to 9 months the winter goes on there. And even the trees are coniferous trees because the region is covered with snow so much that the trees is usually conical in shape. So look at this map. This is the taiga type of climate. So very clearly the region of Siberia, that is the region of north of Russia. So this is taiga type of climate. Even the summers do not exceed 10 degrees Celsius. It has long winters for around 8 to 9 months. So the correct answer for this question is option D, that is taiga climate. Now moving on to today's session, the first question and the reference talks about recently Denmark announced the Green Fuel Alliance India initiative. It is part of the Green Strategic Partnership which is signed between India and Denmark in the year 2020. So let's see the question. And the question talks about, consider the following statements, and there are 3 statements. First, the North Sea is located in the north of Denmark. North Sea located in the north of Denmark. Okay, look at this map. If we'll talk about the North Sea, then North Sea is usually located to the north of the European mainland, and it comes to the south of the Scandinavian countries. So this is the location of North Sea. And North Sea, you can say that it is located to the north of mainland Europe, south of Scandinavian countries, and to the east of the United Kingdom. So this is the North Sea, and this is Denmark. This is the Denmark. This is physical. Let me show you in the, okay, this map I think is more clear. So this is the region of Denmark and the capital of Denmark is Copenhagen. So this is Denmark, and the question is saying that the North Sea is located in the north of Denmark. So this is Denmark. North Sea, by just looking at the image, you will find that it is going to the north of Denmark, but it is not going to the north of Denmark. North Sea is just going to the border of Denmark, and the Denmark region, that is Denmark with Norway and Sweden, this region is covered with a strait. This is not covered with North Sea and neither the Baltic Sea. So in between the Baltic Sea and the North Sea, there is a strait which connects the region of Sweden, Norway and Denmark. So the region between the Sweden, Norway and Denmark, there is a strait called Karzep Strait, which is in between all 3. So North Sea does not go to the north of Denmark. So this becomes wrong. Second, the main peninsular part of Denmark is known as Jutland Peninsula. It means the Denmark which we were able to see. Look at this. Let me show you the map. Okay. See, on world map, this is Denmark, and if we'll zoom out on the map of Denmark, then this is what we get. So the mainland of Denmark, the peninsula is known as Jutland. So that is correct. So the main peninsular part of Denmark is known as Jutland Peninsula. This is correct. The inhabitants of Denmark are called Dutch. This is wrong. Dutch. The inhabitants of Denmark are called Dutch. No, the inhabitants of Denmark are called Danish, while the inhabitants who are called Dutch belonged to earlier Holland and now Netherlands. Denmark is Danish. So third is also wrong. And the question is asking about the correct statement. So first is wrong, third is wrong, second is correct. So the correct answer is only one statement, that is option A. Now moving on to the next question. The reference talks about that recently Nigeria destroyed $11.2 million worth of seized ivory. Now this brings Nigeria to the news. The question talks about arrange the following countries in the order of their occurrence in the flow path of river Niger. River Niger flow path. The countries are Mali, Niger, Benin, Nigeria. We need to choose the correct code. So for this we need to be aware about the river Niger. So let's see. The river Niger flows in the African continent. So this is the map of the African continent, and if specifically we talk about, then this is see north, south, west and east. So Niger river flows in the west of African continent. So this is the West African continent. So specifically if we talk about, then the river Niger rises in the Loma mountains of the country Guinea. Loma mountains of the country Guinea. So let's zoom out on this map. So this is the map of the river Niger, and this is Guinea country, and this is where the Loma mountains. So here the river Niger originates, and then from Guinea it goes to Mali, then from Mali it comes to Niger, then from Niger it goes to the north. It touches the extreme north of Benin, and then from Benin it goes on to Nigeria, and then from Nigeria the mouth opens in the Gulf of Guinea. So origination Loma mountains, mouth Gulf of Guinea. So see this, okay, this is how it looks like. This is Guinea, this is origination, then Benin north, and then Nigeria, and then in the Gulf of Guinea. So because the origin country, that is the Guinea, is not given in the option, so it flows from Guinea to Mali, to Niger, to Benin and to Nigeria. So let's see, Mali first, Mali to Niger to Benin and to Nigeria. So the correct answer for the flow of river is Mali, Niger, Benin, Nigeria, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. So the correct code is 1, 2, 3, 4. So which one is 1, 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4 is option A. So the correct answer is option A. Moving on to the next question. The reference talks about that recently Ecuador imposed a nationwide state of emergency after the most wanted prisoner escaped from prison. Now this brings Ecuador to the news. So the question talks about, consider the following mountain peaks location. So there are 4 mountain peaks given, that is Mount Cotopaxi, Mount Chimborazo, Mount Aconcagua, and 4th Mount McKinley or Denali. How many of the above are located in Ecuador? So out of these 4 mountain ranges, how many are located in the country Ecuador? So if we talk about the country Ecuador, then the country Ecuador is a South American country, and it is situated in the north of South American continent. So if we will talk about the mountain ranges which belongs to the country Ecuador, then there are 2 mountain ranges which belongs to the country Ecuador, and that is mountain range, first is Mount Cotopaxi and then Mount Chimborazo. Both of them are famous as both of them has a height of 5,500 meters plus height. And then if we talk about the Mount Chimborazo, it is situated in Ecuador, very specifically known for a very diverse biodiversity. And then Mount Cotopaxi is also located in Ecuador. While if we talk about the highest peak of the South American continent, that it lies in the Andes mountain, and it is between the Chile and the Argentina, on the border of the Chile and Argentina, and that is Mount Aconcagua. And Mount Aconcagua is the highest peak of South American continent. Then what is left is the Mount Mackenzie, and Mount Mackenzie lies in the Alaska region, and Alaska region belongs to the United States of America. So these are the 4 mountain ranges. Mount Cotopaxi in Ecuador, Mount Chimborazo, Ecuador, Mount Aconcagua, no, it was on the lines of Chile and Argentina on Andes Mountain, and then Mount McKinley in Alaska. So there are two mountain ranges which belong or which is located in Ecuador. So we have to talk about how many? 2. So the correct answer is option B, that is only 2. Option B is the correct answer. Next question. Reference talks about recently the UAE-India Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement, aka UICC, was launched. Now this brings UAE and India to the news. So the question talks about, there is a huge big statement. So if one enters the Persian Gulf through the Strait of Hormuz, it makes one revolution in a clockwise direction along the shores of the Persian Gulf and ends its journey back in the Strait of Hormuz. In what order will he find the beaches of the following countries on the mainland? So if a person is moving from the Strait of Hormuz, then is moving in the clockwise direction and then again going back from the Strait of Hormuz. So there are 4 countries given, that is Kuwait, United Arab Emirates, Saudi Arabia and Qatar. So it is saying that what will be the order of the countries? Kuwait, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar. So let's see. Okay, if we will look at the map of Persian Gulf, so this is the map of Persian Gulf which lies in the Arabian Peninsula. So if we will talk about the Persian Gulf, then this is Persian Gulf. And then if we will talk about the Strait of Hormuz, so Strait of Hormuz connects the Persian Gulf with the Gulf of Oman. So Strait of Hormuz is present between the Iran and the Oman, UAE. So if a person is entering from the Strait of Hormuz, so this is the Strait of Hormuz, one person is entering, then moving in the clockwise direction, so this will be the clockwise direction. So like this the person is moving. Entering from here, then moving in the whole round and then again leaving from this side. So this is how the person will move. This will be the location. So what will be the order of the countries? So that will be, the person is entering, first is UAE, then comes Saudi Arabia, then Qatar and then Kuwait. If we talk about the overall countries which touch the Persian Gulf, then that is Iran. We have Iran. Then we have Oman, we have UAE, we have Qatar, Saudi Arabia, we have Bahrain, we have Kuwait, and then little of Iraq also. But if we will specifically talk about the countries which are given in the option, then that is, a person is entering, first it is coming in contact with the UAE, then with the Saudi Arabia, then Qatar, and then Kuwait. Let's look at the more zoom out map of the Persian Gulf. So this is the Persian Gulf, this is the Strait of Hormuz. Now person is moving from here, then going here. So first it will come in contact with the UAE, then it will come in contact with the Saudi Arabia, this area of Saudi Arabia, then with the Qatar and then Kuwait. So the correct answer would be, first is UAE, second is Saudi Arabia, third is Qatar and fourth is Kuwait. So the correct order would be 2, 3, 4, 1. So 2, 3, 4, 1. Which one is 2, 3, 4, 1? So 2, 3, 4, 1 is, the correct answer is option C. That is UAE, Saudi Arabia, Qatar and Kuwait. Now moving on to the next question. The reference talks about, recently during a hearing at the International Court of Justice, South Africa has accused Israel of committing genocide against Palestinians. Now this brings South Africa to the news. The question talks about, consider the following statements. So there are 3 statements given and we have to talk about the correct statement. First says, Swaziland, which is also known as the Kingdom of Eswatini, is a country surrounded by South Africa on all sides. Then second is Lesotho, is located between South Africa and Mozambique. Between South Africa and Mozambique. Third, South Africa touches 3 oceans. So now let's look at these countries. First of all, we need to look at the map of South Africa. So South Africa belongs to the African continent and it is located in the extreme south of the African continent, and one of the reasons that is why it is also called South Africa. So there are 2 countries which majorly is situated within the South Africa. One is completely surrounded by South Africa, but the other is not completely surrounded by South Africa. So this is South Africa location on the map. And if we talk about the countries with which South Africa shares border, it is Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Mozambique. And then there are 2 countries. First is Lesotho, and Lesotho is completely landlocked with South Africa. So this is Lesotho, and Lesotho is within South Africa and it is landlocked by South Africa from all sides. And then we have Eswatini, but Eswatini is not completely landlocked by South Africa. It shares majority of the border with South Africa, but it also touches Mozambique. It also touches Mozambique. And if we talk about the oceans with which South Africa shares its border, then it shares its border with the Indian Ocean and the other border with the Atlantic Ocean. It does not share border with 3 oceans. So look at this. Swaziland is a country surrounded by South Africa on all sides. No, it is Lesotho. Lesotho is located between South Africa and Mozambique. No, it is Swaziland. So in both these statements, the main word or the country has been interchanged. Then third, South Africa touches 3 oceans. No, it touches 2 oceans, that is Atlantic Ocean and Indian Ocean. So which of the statements are correct? None is correct. All 3 are wrong. So the correct answer is option D, that is none. Now moving on to the next question, the reference talks about that recently the World Health Organization has certified Cabo Verde as a malaria-free country. It is the 3rd African country to receive this status after Mauritius and Algeria. So it has become the 3rd country to be malaria-free. The question talks about the Republic of Cabo Verde or Cape Verde is an African island country. Then where among the following is it located? So what is the location of the island country Cape Verde? Options are North Atlantic Ocean, Gulf of Guinea, Mozambique Channel, Mediterranean Sea. So these are the 4 options. So now let us look at the country Cabo Verde. So if we talk about the country Cabo Verde, the continent with which comes to our mind is the African continent, and it is located to the west of African continent. So this is the African continent border. And if we talk about the island country Cabo Verde, then this is the country Cabo Verde, and it is located to the west side of African continent. So it is located in the west side of African continent, and it is a chain of islands, and many islands coming together forms the island country Cabo Verde, and it has been malaria free. So if we talk about the location, where is it located? Then very clearly it is located in the North Atlantic Ocean. It is located in the North Atlantic Ocean, and there are 2 options with which you should be confused between the North Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of Guinea, because this is the location of the Gulf of Guinea. But Gulf of Guinea does not come till Cabo Verde. It comes only till Ivory Coast. So the location of Cabo Verde is within the North Atlantic Ocean, and this is the detailed map of the Cabo Verde island country. So you will see that there are many small islands which are coming together and forming the Cabo Verde island country. So the correct answer is option A, that is North Atlantic Ocean. So correct answer is option A, North Atlantic Ocean. Now moving on to the next question, the reference talks about recently India has signed an agreement for exploration and mining of lithium in Argentina. Argentina is known to be the powerhouse of lithium. Now the question talks about which of the following countries is not included in the group of countries globally known as the lithium triangle. So whenever the word lithium and its exploration comes to our mind, there is one continent which should definitely strike your mind, and that is the South American continent. The South American countries are the countries which explores or which produces majority of the lithium of the world. So which is a country which is not part of the lithium triangle? Bolivia, Chile, Argentina or Peru. So let's see. If we talk about the lithium triangle, then lithium triangle countries, there are 3 countries, and these 3 countries are South American continent countries, and these 3 countries are Chile, Bolivia and Argentina. Together these 3 produces or explores the maximum or the majority of the lithium reserves of the country, and all 3 belongs to the South American continent. And if we will look at the map of the South American continent, then this is the location of the lithium triangle countries, that is Bolivia, Argentina and Chile, while Peru is located much north to it. So Peru is not a part of lithium triangle. If we talk about the lithium reserves in the world, so on number 1 we have Bolivia, second we have Argentina, third we have US and fourth we have Chile. So Bolivia, Argentina with Chile, they are the lithium triangle. And if we talk about India, then India is also not very far behind. So India is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh position. That is India, and it is increasing with regard to the lithium reserves. So which is not part of the lithium triangle? Which 3 are there? It was Argentina, it was Bolivia and it was Chile. So option D, that is Peru, is the correct answer, because Peru is not part of the lithium triangle. Now next question. The reference talks about recently Nauru has recognized the People's Republic of China under the One China principle. Now this brings China to the news, and the question talks about, consider the following statements, and there are 3 statements given. First, One China policy considers China and Taiwan as one country. Second, One Nation, Two System explains China's relationship with Taiwan. And third, India supports China One China policy. And we have to talk about the correct statement. So now let's see. If we talk about China and Taiwan, then China and Taiwan are always at conflict with each other, and with regard to the point that China considers Taiwan to be its own territory, while Taiwan says that it is an independent nation. As according to China, that historically Taiwan belonged to China, and if we go by the 9-dash line of China, then China considers Taiwan to be under its own territory. So this is the map of mainland China, and this is Taiwan. So if we talk about Taiwan, then Taiwan is separated by China with the Taiwan Strait, and Taiwan is in the Pacific Ocean. So China considers Taiwan to be part of China under the One China policy, and India officially follows the One China policy of China. And if we talk about the One Nation, Two System explains China's relationship with Taiwan, then that is wrong, because One Nation, Two System China has with Hong Kong and Macau. It means that it is a part of that nation, but the system which is governing them is not same, it is different. So let us look at the location of Hong Kong and Macau. So this is the map of mainland China. This is Taiwan, and to the south China we have Hong Kong and we have Macau. So Hong Kong and Macau is not very far behind, and both lies to the south of China. So One China policy considers China and Taiwan as one country, that is correct. One Nation, Two System explains China's relationship with Taiwan. No, it has One Nation, Two System with Hong Kong and Macau, not with Taiwan. It considers Taiwan to be its own part. Then India supports China's One China policy. Yes, we have to talk about the correct statement. So how many are correct? First is correct, third is correct, second is wrong. So it becomes 1 and 3. Which one is 1 and 3? Option B. So the correct answer is option B. Now next question. The reference talks about that recently India and Nepal have signed a long-term agreement for power export. Now this brings India and Nepal to the news. And the question talks about that how many of the following rivers enter India from Nepal. It means which all rivers are entering India from Nepal. And the names of the rivers are Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi and Gomti. We have to talk about the correct code. Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi and Gomti. Okay. Look at this map. This we have the map of, this is Nepal. And then we have the map of India. So if we talk about the rivers which moves from Nepal to India, then Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi are three rivers which moves from Nepal to India. So first of all, let's talk about Kosi. So Kosi river comes from Nepal and then it comes to India, and in India specifically in the region of Bihar, and it is also called the sorrow of Bihar as it brings destruction to Bihar, and then it meets with Ganga. If we talk about Gandak, then Gandak also comes from Nepal to India and specifically in the state of Bihar, and in the end Gandak also meets in Ganga. Then we have Ghagra. Ghagra also comes from Nepal and then it comes down to the state of Bihar, and then Ghagra also in the end meets with Ganga, and then it all three rivers flows with Ganga to its mouth. The river which is not flowing from Nepal to India is Gomti river, because Gomti river, the origination of Gomti river is Gomti Tal in the Pilibhit district of Uttar Pradesh. So Gomti does not come from Nepal, it originates in India itself. So Ghagra yes, Gandak yes, Kosi yes, Gomti no. It is by Gomti Tal in the Pilibhit district of UP, and which city is located on the bank of Gomti? That is Lucknow. So what is the correct code? That is only 3. So the correct answer for this question is option C, that is only 3. Now it's time for the practice question, and this is the last question, and you people need to tell me the answer in the comment section. So the question says, consider the following statements. There are 3 statements. First, some coastal countries of the Caspian Sea are landlocked. Second, some coastal countries of the Black Sea are landlocked. And third, some coastal countries of the Red Sea are landlocked. Interesting question, very, very interesting question. And I know that it must have struck you till now, and it is very confusing also. And you have to talk about the correct statement. Only 1, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3. Go search for this question because it is very interesting. You need to be factually and conceptually correct to solve this question right. And because you people are giving such nice answers and correct answers in the comment section, I will be expecting you to give me the right answer of this question also. So in the comment section, give me the answer of this question. And that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till we meet next time, keep reading, keep writing and keep subscribing to our channel. Thank you.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.